Welcome to Food and Loathing, a Las Vegas restaurant podcast coming to you this week from the heart of the Las Vegas Strip. New How You Doin' Pizza. Yeah, don't blame me. It's a pun, but we like it. We like it. How You Doin' Pizza. It's located on the third floor rooftop of the BLVD Mall on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Harmon Avenue, pretty much dead center on the Las Vegas Strip. We're perched high enough to get a great view looking out on City Center right now. And it's a special location because we've got a special episode. We have a full motherfucking house today.
All right.
We do.
The Neon Feast core team all here today. I'm Al Mancini. I'm joined by Gemini Stevens, Rich Johnson, and Happy Hour Vegas's Andrew Morgan. Wow, when are we ever all in the same place at one time? I used to think we all were each other because nobody had seen us in the same place.
Right, you don't see anybody in the same place.
Yeah.
You put the bat signal out there. It's like, hey, let's meet at How You Doing? I'm like, what the fuck?
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
How can I say no?
How could you say no to
How
coming to the
can
middle of
you
the
say
strip
no?
at 10 a.m., man? So how's everybody doing?
Recovering from last night.
Yeah, and we're going to be talking about that in a second. We definitely will. We've got a great show for you this week. Restaurants GM Vince Lawrence is going to be joining us in about 20 minutes. He's going to explain the pizzas they're making here at How You Doin', give us some background on the company. I'm also assuming maybe we'll taste some pizzas at some point during this show. Maybe not. I don't know. We're here like right at the wee hours of the morning. I don't know if the ovens are even up and running now. But first, all four of us have been in town for about a week at this point, which never, ever, ever happens. So I know everyone probably has a lot of great restaurant experiences to share. I'm going to ask everyone to limit maybe 1, 2 later, in a minute. Best places you've eaten in the past week or so, just so we don't run 2 hours for, because we get longer and longer and longer.
I don't know. I think reunion shows should have a bigger block.
Yeah, this is like when Rob Lowe went back to Parks and Recreation or something, right?
Or the West Wing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
there
West
you go.
Wing,
The
yeah.
West Wing.
Oh, well.
Hey, Robert Lowe can always go
Yeah.
back somewhere.
Somewhere,
Motherfucker's
yeah.
been everywhere.
Let's not talk about Timothy Busfield, though, right?
Oh,
No,
God,
no. Okay.
Not that kind of reunion.
No.
I that one right over my mohawk, man. I don't even know.
Let's not go there.
Timothy Busfield is not a nice human.
Okay.
Let's just put it that way.
Before we talk about our favorite meals, we all had dinner together last night at Ada's in the Arts District. My second time there. I think it was the first time for a few of you guys. I thought where else for the 5 of us to get together. Bob Barnes also joined us out there.
Yep.
Great meal that didn't break the bank. It's another thing
I
I
know,
like
I
about
love that.
Ada's.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to take y'all up to high stakes, but we're a budget operation here. What did you guys think? I mean, I love Ada's. I'm loving it more every time.
I loved it. It was actually my second time in about 2 weeks. When I came into town to get ready for my last surgery, I literally took my suitcase and my walker and went straight to Ada's from the airport. And so I had tried the Ferrotto. I had tried a couple of other things. I took some stuff home. Really, really enjoyed it. I know we'll get into some of the dishes we had, but and then last night, one of the new things I tried was the maitake mushrooms. They call
so
it
good.
fondue, but it was really light, almost an aerated cheese sauce on
Yeah.
top. Like, oh my God. Amazing.
Really, really
yeah,
good,
just
man.
amazing. And I love that it's still very much an Ada's menu. Like, it's not huge. It's very much the food they've always done with their own twisty things on it. But it had, I don't know, maybe more gravitas in this new space because they
Yeah.
have some bigger dishes. They have stuff like that. I really had a hell of a good time. Yeah, it was so much good food.
Yeah, I think big improvement for Ada's, as much as I miss having it a little closer to my house
Yeah.
in Tivoli Village. I think having the space gives the entire team and the entire concept a little room to breathe.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that makes any sense, but they've been always been very ambitious. And also very welcoming and very homey and ambitious with the menu, ambitious with the wine program, out of the ordinary. And there's a lot that was packed into a tiny little space. A lot of
Exactly.
ideas, a lot of drawing points. And I know that, those things don't take up physical space, but when you give them more physical space,
Yeah.
it feels more natural. It
Yeah.
feels more settled in. It feels a little less like this crazy idea of people trying things out and more like this crazy place that's worked out everything and now they've settled into a large location.
Yeah.
And on a Monday night, the place was pretty full.
Yeah.
But great vibe. It was full, and it is a smaller place, like their other place in Tivoli, just where they moved from. But they make it work. It's not feeling overcrowded, overwhelmed,
No.
you
No.
know?
Yeah, it
Service
wasn't
is amazing.
loud. It wasn't
Energy.
Yeah.
Had great energy,
Energy
was
without being claustrophobic.
Server
And
was
if
there,
you are an
DeVore.
old timer who, was an early supporter of Esther's Kitchen, then being back in that original space, because it's located where the original
Yep.
Esther's Kitchen was, and for a lot of us, it's a very nostalgic spot. I mean,
Yeah.
we had a lot of great meals there. We got to know James Trees there.
Yep.
We got to know his staff, and now he rules the fucking world. But that's where we met him
Yeah.
and his food for the first time. So being in that space means a lot.
Is Al calling us old?
I'm calling myself motherfucking old man. If
I was going to say, he's actually really good about that. He claims it for himself, but
Right.
he doesn't project it.
If I make it through this episode without dying of old age, I'm calling it a win, man. So yeah. What everybody have? You had that maitake mushroom.
Yeah, the maitake mushrooms and the farroto, which is like for those who don't know, farro is a wonderful whole grain. They do it sort of risotto style, but the farro still has a nice bite to it. It's almost the wrong side of al dente, but in such a good way because you want that texture, and it has some feta in there and whatever they're doing as far as their spices and things like that. And then it's got these pomegranate arils on top where just this really nice pop that goes with it. Like, fantastic.
Rich, what'd you have, man?
I had an old favorite, which was the Dungeness crab, the cucumber salad with some onion in there, little bite and crab. It's crab season.
Yeah, I didn't get a
so
bite
that was
because
great.
when Rich has Dungeness crab, if you put your hand
Yeah.
over at that end of the table,
gone.
he eats it.
We know that dish because we found it together. We went for lunch one day and we were just like, wait, what is this?
Yeah, get another one. And then something new, the little short pork ribs.
Oh,
that
yeah.
were just a little flour on them, deep fried, and then they came with a yogurt dipping sauce that was nice and cool
Yep.
with a little bite, and then some buffalo sauce that was just right out of the Anchor bar.
I tasted the sauce.
It
I
was just
liked it.
perfect. And so I had it dry, and just having it with nothing on it was fantastic. So I had it 3 ways.
Yeah.
So you guys had that. Well, of course, we had some sopressata. We had a little bit of, I think, Wagyu
Yep, we had some
charcuterie.
Wagyu
right?
charcuterie.
Yeah.
It was really good. We did their spicy shrimp, which used to be
classic.
Gambaio,
yep.
but then
Yeah.
they put an American name on it. But it's still fucking good. And
Yeah.
they called it shrimp. So we did all of that, but then, okay, I always go there because I like interesting original dishes, and yet you know what? Last night I was
know.
in the mood for something so fucking basic.
Yeah.
I did their smash burger,
Absolutely.
the mix royale
yeah.
with cheese. So fucking good.
Yep.
Probably one of the
Yep.
3 best smash burgers in this town. I'll put it up there with, the running with Hard Hat Lounge,
Stay tuned,
who has
yep.
a great one, and Stay Tuned. And then who was the other one that I said? With Love Always,
Yep.
which I like
Yep.
a lot these days. And I would say it's up there. It's in that category. And I know that everybody in the James Trees organization wants us to fall in love with that burger at Barbo M. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that burger, but fucking this burger's better. This burger's better by far. And that's what I'm going to say. If you ever see an ad for the Barbo M burger, go get the Barbo M burger. But then after you have it, walk like a block down to Ada's and have this one. And then you tell me who's right here.
Oh, Lord.
The Royale with cheese. Can't go wrong with that. Man.
Yeah.
I was right there with you. I mean, I'm just humble happy hour, folks. So I'm just going to go for the smash burger. But yeah, it was outstanding, man. That was
And then you had we ordered the pub fries, which was more like a large Idaho potato cut into 4 pieces.
Yeah.
exactly.
It was like insane.
And large is understated. It was
Those were huge.
Yeah.
Fluffy inside.
That's right.
Yeah, no, it was perfection. A really good time there. And, speaking to Gabor, who's the GM, he helped us out. He was the whole staff, super service.
Yeah.
It added to the vibe.
We
So that
miss
was
you,
really
Kat,
cool.
but we
Yeah.
made up for it by having great food.
Yeah, everything was great. Okay, so Ada's fantastic last night. Thank you guys all for
Absolutely.
joining me there. I think we had a fun time, so I
Yeah.
appreciate all of your company. So the places we visited on our own, let's start with about 1 each. Rich, maybe 2. What's the best meal you've eaten since we've been in Las Vegas?
Oh,
Since you've been?
thanks to you making a call. Me and the ex had a wonderful time at Ocean Prime. Thanks to Josh, the server, and the GM and the chef, who I forgot to write down. And we had a nice little seafood tower. We had sea bass. We had halibut. We had just fantastic all around. A non-alcoholic sparkling rosé made by Kylie Minogue. Singer.
Yeah, baby. Aussie,
That was
Aussie, oi, oi,
great.
oi.
Well, when
It was
you
so
can't sell
great.
tickets to your residency, I think you got to do
Yeah, right.
something.
That was so
right?
great. I ended up doing a little research, and I found it at Lee's for like $13 a bottle.
There you go.
And I bought 3 of them and left left them at the house. That was great. Just because I haven't been in town in 6 months, I had to do a few favorites. A couple of plain cake donuts at Randy's, bacon and eggs over medium at Dupar's. You know,
Did you go for your bagel?
I did this morning, actually. Life's a bagel.
I had bagels dropped off at my house this morning. We're going to
Really?
talk about that. Yeah. Did we miss the bagel eating championship this past weekend?
I don't know.
Think we
I thought I
did.
would get. I was there last year.
Well, that's just coming up. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, sorry. bagels.
My guy weekend has two traditions now. Buddy V's the back room on Friday with sort of a family style things of chicken parm and the salad and bolognese and shrimp and all that. Great as always. And kudos to Elizabeth Blau for her national James Beard Award nomination. And the Palm the next night. I was going to be nice and responsible and have like a crab cake or a salmon. And
Based on your hangover last night, I'm guessing that's not what you did.
A guy next to me, we split a ribeye and a full lobster. So half a ribeye and half a lobster, which is, full meal everywhere, and it's always great. And the guy who's the host brought Staglin Cabernet Sauvignon, which is very pricey, and that's touch the face of God. Wonderful.
But
So-
it does not hold a candle to the sparkling pink rosé non-alcoholic from Kylie Minogue. Of course.
That was actually pretty good. And one last thing that I have to say is a little disappointing. I went to Norm's, the diner on Charleston.
Oh, yeah.
Credit for them putting my order the way I liked it. The hot turkey sandwich, but I don't want the potatoes. I just want more dressing. And I wanted the brown gravy instead of the turkey gravy. And they did all that great.
What's the Jack Nicholson movie I'm picturing right now?
5
As
easy
good as it-
pieces.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
want
yeah.
you to hold it between your knees. And somebody was a little heavy on the salt on that. But otherwise, it was good stuff. And I'll stop right there because I got many, many more. But
I love that you were in the private room at Buddy V's
Mm-hmm.
this time of year. That is where I used to do my porn star brunch back when that was
Nice.
that was Sam was running it. It was First Food and Bar.
Yep.
And I would have the porn stars the day after the awards. They would all come in. They'd all help us plan the menu and the cocktails, and we would get fucked up the morning after the awards. So I like that room, man. That's a fun room for me. If I don't have a porn star story to go with this story, I'll make
not
one
an
up.
Right.
episode,
Right. Okay, so sounds good. Gemini, how about you? Any place you've been dining recently?
I was able to taste a bunch of stuff at Honey Salt recently, and absolutely loved it. My friend Willow has been staying with me and taking care of me, and so the turkey meatballs. I'm not usually a turkey meatball or chicken meatball
They
fan.
make good turkey
Those
meatballs.
are so good. The sauce is fantastic. Just a little bit of a bite, but she doesn't eat a lot of spicy, so she didn't have to worry about that. They've got a chicken soup right now with turmeric that is fantastic. On advice from Elizabeth Blau, I have some at home. You put some pasta in that and make it just a little bit more rich if you're doing like leftovers or something. Really enjoyed, and this is in no particular order, the brookie. Have you had this?
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
brookie's definitely one of the better desserts
It's like
in Vegas.
baked in a muffin tin. It's a brownie on the bottom and a cookie on the top, and it comes with this like caramel ice cream with chocolate dollop, like truffle things in it. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Really, really loved. They had a grain bowl that we added chicken to, a lemon pepper salad or a lemon chicken salad. And then one of the favorites, and now I can't think of it. I'm losing it. We had so much, and it was just so good.
You know that brookie was featured on Best Thing I Ever Ate.
that does not
And
shock me.
I think it might have been Scott Conan. I'm not 100%
Oh, my
sure, but
God.
it was a celebrity chef
No
who
kidding.
listed that on
Yeah,
Best Thing I
I
Ever
don't
Ate.
indulge in a whole lot of desserts usually, especially stuff like that. It's just too heavy for me. But damn it, if we didn't love those,
Yeah.
And it's been a minute. Do they still have that huge jar of saltwater taffy when you
I
walk in?
believe so. Yeah.
Okay. My daughter.
I don't look for it, so I don't think about it. But
All about the candy,
yeah.
Elizabeth,
Candy.
man.
and then just a quick thing, since we are talking about James Trees, which I mean we always do. I did go to brunch at the New Esters. I've done other meals there. I've hosted parties at the Tree House upstairs, which I still think should be called the Trees House. But I hadn't done brunch since they moved to the new space. Really enjoyed it. I mean, of course, they had things like the truffle polenta, which we all love. They had a great crab meat Benedict with some kale. It says spinach, but I think I got kale. There's a very big difference between those two greens, but it was lovely. I absolutely fantastic. The lemon ricotta pancakes were insane.
Oh, yeah. Those
The
are good.
trout toast has been there for a while, but we also got to try a couple new desserts and just really quickly try them. One of them is a lemon and olive oil cake, which is beyond, and they use such a great olive oil. It's got that little bit of a bite and earthiness in the back of your throat. And then one of them was like a vanilla. It was almost like a soft baked cheesecake meets panna cotta sort of texture. It had on top an Amaro whipped cream, which almost tasted chocolatey because of the spices that are in the Amaro.
Right.
But then an Amaro gel for the actual bite. Oh, man. I could forget the rest of it as much as I love brunch and eggs
Just
and
go
things
for
like that.
dessert?
Just go for those 2 desserts.
And you said you were into big sweet tooth. Like
I'm not,
all of
but
a
I
sudden
know.
you
But
are.
all I can do is focus on
Okay.
dessert right now.
Because how good it is, man.
It's like Halloween in Gemini world.
Andrew, what about you, man? Any place good?
I just comb the city for its, sips and bites, happy hour style. But pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of good places. There's a few new places, and I'll talk about the happy hour report. But we're hosting an event at St. Felix. So I was there a little while ago, and those steak skewers, I'm actually a big fan of that. They're not, it's like $7, $8 or whatever is on the happy hour menu.
Yeah.
You get a bunch of those, you're happy, $5, $6 drink.
Yeah,
It's-
I liked
it's a good
those.
deal.
I don't think Sue liked those, but I
Yeah.
liked those.
It's got this.
Now I'm getting Sue in trouble with John over there.
Well,
She doesn't know what she's talking
I would
about.
actually like to just ask a little bit more about these steak skewers, because sometimes when you cut up steak and you cook things on a skewer, it can get a little dry. It can get a little.
I mean, I think that's what Sue would say about
Okay.
the one that she
Yeah.
had. I found it fine,
Yeah.
but not amazing. But I was on a platter when we got it of
Sure.
about
Yeah.
10
Take that into
different-
consideration.
things.
different
Absolutely.
appetizers, right? So it was not, but it was good to me. And
Okay.
clearly
Yeah.
Andrew loves it.
Because I
so that's
enjoy them.
important.
I want to know where to go find good ones.
So, yeah, I mean, look, the chicken sliders were great. So just, that's the best thing about, again, happy hours.
Yeah.
You're just sampling. I'm
Absolutely.
sipping, biting, and sampling my way through town.
I'm a fan.
And that's the way to go for me. And those
good.
steak skewers are definitely memorable. And look, we're having the happy hour there is 7 days a week. So check it out yourself. We're having a little happy hour event there this week. So,
Yeah, is that by the time people hear this, that'll be over though.
Yeah, and so that's what I was going to say. Just
Yeah.
go to happyhourvegas.com. We have a happy hour event calendar. Sign up for the newsletter.
Awesome.
You'll find all about it.
Cool. Okay,
And
St.
how about
Felix.
you?
Me, okay. I'm going to tell you about my meal at Palette in the Arts District. It was actually a pre-theater dinner for me because I was checking out the brilliant new show, Playgirls, the musical parody.
Showgirls?
Showgirls,
Yeah,
yeah, sorry.
I wanna
At-
see that.
At the Majestic Repertory Theater. I love Showgirls. My 3 favorite movies of all time are Casablanca, Citizen Kane, and Showgirls. And,
Love it.
And only one of them has somebody fucking like a dolphin in the pool. Which kind of puts
Okay.
it sort of in a class by itself.
Yeah.
And the dolphin fucking scene, by the way, very well
Yeah.
done in the play.
And that's Casablanca, right?
Yeah, that's yes.
Did they have
Bogey, I didn't know you had it in you.
a whole new challenge for the intimacy coordinator on set?
Frankly, I don't give a damn.
Oh my God.
So we went over to Palette. We like Palette a lot. We've all spoken about it on this show.
Yeah.
I tried their biscuits of the day to start, and it was kind of a mushroom biscuit with maple butter
Ooh.
and some Reaver's preserves, and just really, really good. I'm not generally a biscuit guy, but they were good. They were hearty. They were savory, but they were still light. You know what I mean? Like but
Yeah.
because they had a savory flavor, they still brought in like that you were having something solid. So I liked that. The scallops tiger style. This one should be served with a spoon because
Okay.
the sauce is this coconut leche de tigre, which of course
Ooh.
leche de tigre normally is citrus kind of sauce that you would find over raw scallops, but here it was with the coconut milk, and then sparkled in with that were smoked trout roe and kumquats and cucumber, and they say allium.
Allium.
Right, but I thought that was a class. I thought that
it is.
a class of things. So I don't know what,
Yeah.
what they really meant by that.
Talking
but
about like onions and garlic.
onions and garlic,
related
right?
and
But they
yeah.
didn't say. They just said,
Sounds like an
Because
element.
it sounds fancier.
yeah, but it was beautiful. I mean, gorgeous to look at. Check out my social media page. Very, very good to eat. I wish that I had had a spoon to sop it up with because those particular biscuits didn't necessarily work with the coconut
it.
leche de tigre.
Yeah.
But really, really fucking good. Loved it.
Those were the non-sopping biscuit
That's
category.
right.
Yeah.
I get that.
Those were the spreadable biscuits.
Yeah.
Don't worry. There's a difference between
Yeah.
sopping and spreading,
Now we-
man.
now we-
Okay.
now we're
I'm a
talking.
professional. I know the difference between a
his
sopping
biscuit.
biscuit and a spreading biscuit. God damn it. Cusho cured salmon with fried Johnny cakes.
Okay.
And to the point where
yeah.
Johnny cakes fried, to me, it almost felt like a little bit of a potato pancake,
Okay,
right? Like
yep.
that kind of latke kind of thing
Yep.
to have with this cured salmon. Some pickled piña, some ikura, which of course fish eggs, some maple creme fraiche, some smoked
I was
orange
gonna say,
vinaigrette.
so it sounds like a little bit like a caviar service with the salmon and
Yeah.
okay, but in it with a twist. I like it.
Yeah, really, really good. Loved it. Scallops and grits, probably my least favorite, just because the dashi grits just didn't really land with me
Okay.
there. But scallops were perfectly prepared. Roasted cauliflower, really good, and I'm not a big cauliflower fan.
Yeah.
Tomatoes, yeah, so pretty good. We have spoken a lot about the happy hours and other specials here, thanks to Andrew. I know the big one that you've always told me about is the 99-cent martinis every
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah, and the
which-
oysters.
And the oysters,
Yeah.
right? And they do dollar oysters, but they have another great deal on Wednesdays. We did not do this, but you can get one of their 4 charcuterie boards, and they have these huge charcuterie boards.
Yeah.
You can get like a duck one that has foie gras and
Hell
and
yes.
duck
Yep.
pastrami and things like that. So they have 4 big
What time do they
charcuterie
open?
boards that they do at Palette. You can go in on a Wednesday. You can order one of those boards plus a bottle of wine for $25.
Wow.
total. Like that's what the fuck, man? You can't do that anywhere.
No.
I love that.
Yeah.
So-
The bottle and board.
Yeah, and it would be any of their wines that have the wines by the glass section
Yeah.
that you
Okay.
can get there for that. So I would definitely tell you to check that out. I'm also going to mention that I had a fantastic meal at Main Street Provisions before the watch party for Hell's Kitchen finale. We'll talk about that in the news section. And before we get to any of that in the news, though, we have a happy hour report. But first, Vince Lawrence will join us to tell us more about this pizzeria where we are seated right now, right after this break. This is Food and Loathing. As promised, we are joined right now by Vince Lawrence, the general manager here at How You Doin'. I'm still
just love the
time I say that. Vince, how long you been working here, and do you still laugh every time you tell your friends where you're working?
Oh, certainly. Yeah, I've been here since October, so pretty short run as of right now. But yeah, every time I share with my friends, they always get the good joke about it. Like, I'm doing
Gotta
good.
love a good pun,
Right.
man. I love me a good pun.
And just really quick, part of the reason it's only you say short run, it's because this place just opened.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
We just opened up in December, on December 18th, actually. so
Congratulations.
thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
For about a month now.
I would say, how's business since you're the only business in this complex that is still under construction? Are people able to find it?
Yeah, I mean, it started off a little slow, but the reception from the community has been really good. We've been doing a lot of outreach, trying to get the name out there, let everybody know we're up here. So, it's definitely an uphill battle, but each week we're getting busier and busier, seeing new faces every week. So it's been nice.
So we're up here on the 3rd floor kind of patio, and I've told stories.
the Boulevard.
At the BLVD.
BLVD.
is the name of the mall,
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
there's an old Boulevard Mall.
Yeah, we
people.
don't
You
want that.
No.
I think there's like zoos in there now. I don't even know
Yes,
what the
Boulevard
fuck they were
now,
in there,
well,
but no.
now with fewer parking lot homicides.
Right. So no, we do not want to go to the Boulevard Mall, but you do want to go to the BLVD Mall.
Yeah.
We're looking out the window here. We would be out on the patio. It's a little chilly right now. I know
Yeah.
you guys have heaters, so I don't want to deter other people
No.
from coming. But for us right now, it's early in the morning. We're a little cold, so we're inside. But man, you cannot get bored of this view.
No,
Yeah.
not
I
at
mean, you're
all.
looking right out on City Center. I'm looking at Aria. I'm looking at the Waldorf Astoria, those Veer towers,
Yep.
which I love. I hate the fucking yellow and
Vidara
whatever
thing,
windows,
yeah.
but I
Oh,
love
Veers.
the way that they lean, man.
Yeah.
So it's a good view, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a very exciting view, especially when you got good pizza, good vibes up here, and at nighttime the views are definitely unbeatable. Once all
Oh.
the lights come
Oh,
on, and
yeah.
everything, it's a real vibe.
Wow.
So this is basically a shopping mall, and you're one of the first, I guess, tenants. You're an early tenant. Is that a fair thing to say?
Yes.
There's going to be a lot more coming in. I mean, I could see construction going on all around you on this patio, so I feel like this is probably within 6 months going to be much more of a hot spot up here,
Oh
right?
yeah, definitely. Once other things start getting opened up, it's definitely going to be booming for sure. So live attractions going on. There's going to be a walk-up bar, DJs on the weekends up here. So a lot of exciting things once everything else gets rolling.
This may not be great for the bottom line to be the only tenant up here, but I got to think it's good as the ultimate soft opening. You can make a lot of mistakes that nobody can ever know about, and you can get it all fixed when people start showing up.
Yeah, but the team is honestly pretty awesome. We've got a good nucleus of people here, so they're very spot on. Making sure we're up to our standards, getting a great product out day in and day out.
So let's talk about what that product is. Tell me the type of pizza that you make. And I've spoken to the owners of the company about this, but I'd like to get it from the man who makes them all day, every day. What kind of pizzas are you making here? Because Vegas, we have a lot of different styles of pizza in this town.
Mm-hmm. So the biggest thing for us is, we're a sourdough-based concept, a New York scratch-made style. So the sourdough base really gives you that airy, crispy, light taste, and it's going to be the bite that everybody craves. That's so different than what you're getting out here in town, and especially on the Strip. Our fermentation process is 8 to 10 days, so we do take our time with everything that we do. All of our sauces, dressings, everything is scratch-made from our commissary, so nothing comes prepackaged or anything like that. You're going to always get the freshest ingredients and great combinations on everything we do.
So when you say scratch made from your commissary, is that being made here in Vegas?
Yes,
everything?
correct.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure your commissary is not like, in Spain or something.
No,
But that's really, I love knowing that, because I love knowing that it's still local. But because you don't have the largest footprint up here.
Correct.
But that means that you can focus more on getting the pizzas made, making the customer experience quicker, easier.
Exactly,
Because
yes.
it's not a massive kitchen.
Exactly. So, all of our production's done in-house here as far as making everything, the pizzas and all that. But our commissary does a great job making sure all of our stuff is on point every day.
Wow.
So it's a sourdough style. You do individual pizzas, right?
Correct, yes.
It's not like where you get one to take home for the family. You're going to get 3 or 4 if you take them home for the family, right?
We definitely suggest when guests come in to get a variety of our pizzas. Some of our cornerstones are Drunken Balls. It's a meatball pizza with our vodka sauce, ricotta on there. Very popular. Pistachio's a big cornerstone that's very popular. People hear the pistachio and they get a little shy, like, what? Pistachio
Really?
on
Pistachio on pizza? Especially Italian food? Like,
exactly.
come on now.
But it's very, very good. It's very savory, a little truffle oil on there. It's honestly one of the greatest things I've had. So. And I'm not just saying
Not just because you make it.
So the menu was kind of locked in by the parent company when you guys came here, right?
Correct, yeah.
Can we talk a bit about that company? Because it seems like it's relatively new. I know the owners are rather young. I know it's out of Florida. What can you tell me about How You Dough and how long they've been around?
Yeah, so we are the first one out here in Vegas. All of our other stores are based out of South Florida, is where it started out. We've got about 5 out there now. It was actually a very interesting concept the way it kind of started. Started in Garrett's backyard during COVID. He's a phenomenal guy, very charismatic and very good at what he does. He was making pizzas out of his backyard, and it's kind of how it started, making things for his community, and was kind of selling out every day, and opened up his first one out there, and things just kind of snowballed and grew into this.
I think we need to get a show here where we just get all the Vegas pizza makers who started off making shit in their backyard during COVID. Because, okay, this wasn't right here in Vegas where it happened, but we have Yukon pizza. We have Gorilla pizza. It appears that COVID was not a really nice time for most restaurateurs, but good time for new pizza.
But look what it's done for amazing pizza from backyards.
Yeah, that's really wild, man.
Yeah.
So how many around the country do they have?
5 altogether.
Okay, cool. So pizza's the primary thing that's on the menu, and you talked a bit. How many varieties do you have? And you spoke about how creative they are. Like, how's it break down? How many people come here for, say, just a margarita or a pepperoni, and then how many people come in for the really cool shit?
Honestly, a lot. The OG, which is our margarita, is a big cornerstone. People that don't eat meat, but looking for that, delicate, original style that they're used to getting everywhere is definitely going to be a good one for us. We also have an interesting thing with no sauce pizzas.
Tell me more about that, because I love making like toast and things like that. I don't sauce it, so I get sort of the idea of bread with stuff on it. But when I think pizza, I've had no cheese, but no sauce.
Yeah, everybody gets shy when they see it, and no sauce. We hear it day in and day out when people walk in, especially when they look at the menu, like no sauce. Like, why wouldn't you put sauce on? But
if there's no sauce and or no cheese, it's really not pizza.
Well,
but I'm sure it's a damn good fucking thing to eat.
Right.
It is, and that's really what outlines the sourdough in it.
Okay.
With no sauce, you're still getting all the robust flavors from all the different meats and cheeses and all the variety things that go on each one, because they are particular to their own character, really. And I'd say, like the pistachio, that's a no sauce one.
Yeah.
But you're getting all the savoriness from what it is with the truffle oil and all that. The cremini mushroom is another one that's sauceless, but it's still robust in flavor with our cremini sauce. it's a mushroom cream, but
Yeah.
it's not.
So you use cream sauce on
Yeah.
these, though? Like, is there a pistachio cream that you put on
No,
the
so the pistachio doesn't have any cream or anything like that.
Okay.
Really, the only liquid you'll get on that is the truffle oil and the honey.
And then for someone I know who has got dairy issues, the Zero, which has sauce but no cheese.
Yeah.
How does that work?
That's actually, a very popular one as well as far as getting all the flavor profiles from what we really do. It highlights the sourdough as well as our tomato sauce that we make in-house. So even though it doesn't have cheese or anything on it, it's really one of my favorite ones, and also Garrett's. That's a great one to start with if you want to add vegetables or any meats to it. It brings all the flavors together of what we what we really are about.
Yeah.
Now, it's not just pizza. I was here for your opening. I know I had some meatballs that were really good. I know there's some other things. I think I saw some wings up here at that party, even though I didn't have any. Tell me about what else is on the menu here.
Yeah, so we have meatballs. It's a very popular item as well. Our wings are baked. They're not fried, so no grease or anything, no oils, anything like that. So, and especially in our house-made rub, and that's another big popular thing. Some people like to toss them in our hot honey to kind of kick it up a notch with the flavors, but everybody loves the wings. We have a few different salads, our Caesar, arugula, house salad, and the beet salad's also a very popular one, especially in the summer. It's very light, refreshing, all the flavoring in it with the avocado, orange slices, and everything really, really is a good salad.
Oh my gosh.
In other cities, other states, and the reason I'm asking this feels like such a great vibe for this place, right? And this place kind of has a vibe of like it would go over well with, like, say, the ladies that lunch crowd, right? Like here in the shopping
You're so
mall,
right.
it's got. So I'm wondering, like, do you have these in like Beverly Hills and other like fancy ass shopping areas?
Not yet. Hopefully down the road, as we keep growing and keep expanding. This has been a great introduction, especially for the Vegas area. But even being on the Strip, a lot of tourists come in. They're super excited of coming in here and look forward to us popping up other places. So it's been a good start. So
Thinking of that very expensive mall, South Beach Seaside area. That'd be perfect for that.
yeah.
No, and because you're talking about a high quality food, obviously, but it's pizza, it's familiar. You seem to hit a real nice sweet spot there.
Oh yeah, definitely. And even though we don't do slices, that's one thing. People come in and somewhat get turned down, but our 12-inch is perfect for sharing. 4 slices on that, so they're nice big New York slices. Like 2 slices is equivalent to getting 1 slice anywhere else.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'd rather get a nice made-to-order pizza that's maybe a little bigger than just 1 slice, but it's the puffy dough, the beauty of it instead of fucking. I mean, look, I like certain sliceterias, but they're the ones you go into and that slice and that pie has been sitting there for a long time, man, and you're like, just leave it in there long enough to make a bubble, right? Because maybe that'll give some life back to it, man.
You won't get that here. You're always going to get the freshest ingredients, a fresh bake every time. And, our well-done bake on our pizzas is really what brings out all the flavors. So a little that char that goes along with everything that's on all the pizzas, the sauces and everything.
I love that.
And it's a light, airy bite, too. So you can eat a whole pizza by yourself, and that's been a big thing for us because you're not going to get that sluggish feeling after you eat a whole pizza or feel guilty about it. You can still go conquer your day and enjoy the rest of your day.
I'm always interested when it's a chain, but then it's something that is as personal as pizza. John Arena, I'm fortunate enough to count among my friends. I call him the Yoda of pizza.
Yep.
He really has impressed into me this idea that pizza is just a very individual thing, right? Every pizza you make has a little bit of the soul of the person who made it. That gets a little tougher when you're doing something that's a chain, it's a recipe from somewhere else. So when your founders, who clearly had a great vision, great ideas, great food, great recipes, when they come to Las Vegas, are they looking for people did they look for people who had a lot of pizza experience, or were they looking for people who are just good in a kitchen, good at retail, at quick serve, and wanted to learn their methods?
I'd say it's a little bit of both, but, my first introduction meeting Gabby and Garrett and the rest of the Florida team, it's a nucleus of people that care about what they do. And it really starts from the top, coming from Garrett. He's somebody that cares about what he's doing and wants to put out a great product and truly believes in it. And we put a team together that believes the same things, working with fresh ingredients, great atmosphere, people that care about each other, to put out a great product and take care of each other. And, all of us working in the restaurant industry for such a long time, we've been a lot of different places, and it really comes from putting a good team together that you vibe with, you have a good time, and it really making work not feel like work. Like, we love making food. We love working with great food and working for great people like Garrett and Gabby and the rest of the team is really what makes it all come together.
And what's your story? How did you get here? You a Vegas
Just
guy?
gonna go there.
I'm actually originally from LA, so I just moved out here in April, so a little less than a year now. Was out there, and then my mom actually lives out here, so moved out here to kind of be with her and spend some time with her, being away from her for so long. So came out here to kind of get a new fresh start and got introduced with Garrett and Gabby, and that's kind of how the story started, and been here since then.
What
Wow.
was your food history in L.A.?
I worked for John and Vinny's, which is another Italian concept, a very popular restaurant core out there. I was with Blaze Pizza as well, and then I also worked in the private jet catering industry for quite a while, working in the sports division with doing the catering for a lot of sports teams from LA to Vegas, all over the SoCal, pretty much.
Wow. Okay, man.
that's
we got to
really cool.
introduce you to some friends of ours who do the Raiders.
Yeah,
food and
right?
stuff,
Yeah.
man. That's very cool, man. Very cool background. So, you're new here. You're relatively new. You're still trying to get the word out. So, what are there any special deals? Are there any come in, get this, try this? What are you guys doing to draw people to a space that is clearly going to be fucking badass
Right.
in the not too distant
But if you don't know you're
future,
here-
but nobody knows where it is right
Not
now.
today.
Yeah, definitely that is kind of a little uphill battle, but we've got a lot of things in play. Having our street team downstairs to kind of guide people up here, let them know we're up here. A lot of specials that we got going on is another cool thing about it is every month we have a new seasonal pizza that comes out. For February, January, we were introducing the Funyun, which is about to end, and then next month,
Funyun
yeah,
Oh,
pizza.
my.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we always got something that's
So is that the
seasonal.
special?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah, that's the, if you're a big onion fan, it's
Yeah.
definitely something I recommend coming to get in. That's one of my favorites right now. Next month we have a clam bake pizza coming out. So that's going to be very popular. That we're looking forward to see the reception on that. Then also Super Bowl, we have some food packages coming up for that. So we encourage people to check those out, which they can see online.
Packages that they could come in and then maybe take back to the hotel room
Yeah,
or
of
wherever
course,
they're
yep.
staying.
Take back to the hotel. They can call ahead and order, and we'll have that ready for them, before the big game. And all of our specials you can see online on our social media with Instagram, TikTok, all the good stuff. We have plenty of videos of all the food and kind of the atmosphere and what kind of goes on in here day to day.
You guys, let's talk about the parking scene. Las Vegas people love to know about parking. You get them mad just even mentioning the word. You have a very strange lot in the back here that's you drive in and then, I don't know, you download. Explain how parking works here and how much it costs.
Yeah, I don't
That's
have a little
important.
cardboard ticket. What's the deal?
Yeah, so parking is very interesting, especially right now with a lot of things getting built around here. So there is a parking right behind us, behind the boulevard. There's also another outdoor parking lot at the end of the boulevard, right next to the ABC store if you keep going down towards Harmon. But parking rates right now I think are $15, but we are in the works of getting complimentary parking for 2 hours. So if you come up, we'll have a QR code to be able to scan, and then you'll be able to redeem your parking with that.
People love that. I mean, I would just, you know what? I wouldn't even bother putting up signs on the boulevard that say pizza. I would just put up big signs that say free parking with a tiny little thing underneath that says with pizza.
Right.
And you would be the king of all of Las Vegas, man.
But it's the little niches we're trying to find, keep the locals coming out and, make sure they feel welcome, and anything we can do to make it easier to be noticed.
What's your price point here? What does a personal pizza cost?
Runabout. So we do two sizes. We have a 12-inch. It's 4 slices. It's in the neighborhood of $20, which is a very good deal, especially it's family friendly. That's been a big thing with families that have come around, or even just a couple people at a time, that you go anywhere on the strip, you're going to spend $15, $16 for one slice, for a slice that's been, like you said, sitting in the window all day, trying to reheat it.
Yeah.
So, very affordable, even on our, wings, about $16. Our salads are very affordable as well. So, and then we also do a 16-inch, which will be 8 slices, so much bigger, very shareable. But, a family, a group of quite a few people, you get 3-4 pizzas, you can still keep it under $100 price point, no problem.
And did I see on the website, because of course I was looking you guys up before we came out here, you have a kid's size.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do, and that's another big thing. It's 9 inches, so we do have something for the kids. It's not overwhelming. They still get a good bite and all the same ingredients. So they can add anything they want to it. We still make all of our veggies and meats available for guests to add on to any pizza that they like. If there's something that they see on there that they like, but it doesn't have, the meatballs or the mushrooms.
Yeah.
They can add anything they want to kind of personalize it and make it, their special bite.
So you are very accommodating of people who are gluten-free, right?
So it's not gluten-free.
Oh, I thought you were. I apologize,
Yeah.
man. Okay, well, good to
So
know.
the sourdough
Good to
is
bring
not
that up.
gluten-free, yeah. But it is still good, healthy. I mean, if, a guest is gluten allergy, they could still enjoy a bite or two, but, don't
Right.
eat the whole show, of course.
Well, no, and that is, I mean, if you've got celiac or something
Yeah.
like that, don't take any fucking advice from me. That's not just
Yeah.
and Rich knows because he's lived with some gluten-free people.
Yeah.
But the longer the rise on the dough makes the dough easier to digest,
Yes.
as I understand it,
Correct.
right? So and that's why we have other pizza making friends who we talk about their pizzas as well. Is that it doesn't bug you? Obviously, if you have a serious condition, don't
Yeah,
listen to me at all.
if it's more
But
than
if
an
it's-
intolerance, then
yeah, but if it's
Yeah.
a minor intolerance, I do think having this long rise on the dough is probably going to make it a lot more digestible for a lot of people.
Oh, certainly, yes. And we've had guests that come in, that have a light celiac or, not very intensive for the gluten, but they've enjoyed a couple bites and you're like, oh man, I can actually enjoy a couple bites and, not feel pressured or scared that I just had that.
is there any plan to do gluten free?
Not right now.
Is the crust too much attached to the identity of,
Yeah.
of
Yes,
the brand?
yeah, it's the sourdough is the cornerstone of the
Yeah.
brand. So, that's really what makes it that.
Yeah.
But we do have other things on the menu for guests that are, gluten allergy. They can have, the wings, other things like that
Yeah.
that our guests
Salads,
for that.
Got a lot of protein, got a lot of salads
Yep,
up there all by
exactly, yeah.
themselves.
So there's something for everybody.
You've got things that have no cheese. So
Yep.
if somebody is dairy free, you got them covered, right?
I'm going to buy one of those, yeah.
You can buy one of those. You
Yep.
dairy free now, Rich?
No, my roommate for the moment.
Your roommate
Yeah.
is not the big cat.
No.
Cool, man. Anything else we need to let people know about before we let you go? Because I know you're just about to open the doors and the pizza world is about to head in here.
The only thing to really say is, definitely check out our website, all of our social media to see all the new exciting things we have going on. Our operating hours, Monday through Thursday, are 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. And then Friday and Saturday, we're open from 11 a.m. 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. And then Sunday, we have a little bit of later start, opening at noon, but close at 10 p.m.
Cool. And I love the art, by the way.
Yeah, it's
These
really
look
cool.
like all the
little emojis
evil
and stuff. Yeah.
Evil pizza
Pizza
emojis.
emojis.
You
Yeah.
know, man. Or I should say more mischievous pizza emojis.
Yeah.
Less than they are evil. And then that Pac-Man is
Isn't that
eating
great?
himself.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That scares me. That's a little
my.
cannibalistic.
Don't say that because you get some copyright. Some lawyer's going to hear this, so, hey.
They're not going to come after me.
No.
It's like I like to say, I'm allowed to say Super Bowl, but nobody else is. When I talk about things. Well, look, man, it has it's really been nice to get to know you. Thanks for letting us take this space for the day and
welcome.
have some fun up here. It's great. Best of luck, everybody. This is Vince Lawrence of How You Doin'. Come on up to How You Doin'. Try some pizza. We're gonna let him get back to work. We've got a happy hour report and the news coming up next. This is Food and Loathing.
Hey, it's Rich Johnson, your faithful Food and Loathing producer. Thanks for listening. And I also want to say thanks for reading. Reading the latest happenings around the Vegas food scene at the website for this podcast, foodandloathing.vegas. That's right, .vegas. That's where Al and Gemini and I summarize some of our favorite podcast interviews and bring you some original stories as well. Also, Bob Barnes serves up his weekly dining and entertainment guide. You'll find rundowns of the Valley's top restaurants, and you can always stream the most recent episode of this podcast. So make sure to bookmark foodandloathing.vegas for dining news. And while you're at it, check our other buddy, Andrew Morgan, at happyhourvegas.com for his recommendations on Las Vegas's top happy hours.
That time of the week again, happy hour report time. Every week at this time, we get Andrew Morgan of Happy Hour Vegas to join us to tell us of some of the best happy hours going on here in Las Vegas. Normally, we have a little pre-recorded bit that he and I recorded, I don't know, in some closet somewhere, or, the recording studio.
Yeah.
But you're here in person today, man.
Yeah, they let me out of the cage.
I know, and as we await maybe a pizza to wrap up the show, you do your happy hour report. Let's go, man. Let's get that out. I got nothing to eat in front of me, so let's talk pizza.
That works.
I mean, let's talk happy hour.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots going on in the happy hour world here in Vegas. Always is, right? There's always new and notable. But speaking of new, and we were at Ada's last night.
Yep.
And Ada's is now what I call a boomerang. They launched their new place. They opened their new place down in the Arts District, and they are now offering a happy hour.
Okay.
So I spoke with Gabor yesterday. He's the GM there, and he's getting me all the info, but it's pretty much every day, 2 to 5 o'clock kind of thing. Menu's not on the website. Menu's not printed. I'm going to get kind of an overview of what the menu looks like, be able to put on a Happy Hour Vegas, share with you guys. But
I like when I'm out with you, like we're just taking pictures of happy hour menus.
I love
yeah.
that.
Last night we were at Good Pie before we joined you guys. We're like, shh, what's on their happy hour menu? On the way back, we're
That's
going
right.
to my car. We're like, hey, Holstein's happy hour
Happy hour
menu.
menu.
Shh, let's get that.
you just know, and Good Pie is also another boomerang. They didn't have their happy hour for a minute, but now they're back. And it's Good Pie's at the bar, drinks kind of only, but that's cool. The slice and $5 cold beer, that works.
There's one thing we didn't mention before about Ada's is that in the old place it's a wine bar and it was a beer and wine only, and now it's full cocktails too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, we have pizza lady. Pizza lady, come tell us what you're making for us. Come on, she doesn't necessarily want to talk to us right now. Okay, she's setting up our pizza. We'll grab slices of that. We're not going to make her talk. Andrew, more happy hour, please.
I'm talk about pizza delivery. I'm all about that, man.
It's being set up over there, and we're
Yeah.
going to calmly get some. But as a matter of fact, you just talk. I'm going to bring some pizza over.
Yeah, that works. No, listen. So we have we're down in the Arts District. Ada's a boomerang. Happy hour's back. More to talk about that one. Good Pie's boomerang. They'll get their happy hour back. More to talk about that one. New one that I found yesterday. Could have been. It's new to me, anyways. Is the industrial country chic horse trailer bar.
You want to do that again?
The horse trailer hideout.
Okay.
So this is 1506 Main Street, corner of Utah, next to the district. So if you're talking about, like I said, industrial country chic horse trailer, this is your place.
I'm so
Because that's what everyone looks for in a happy hour, right? A
Right?
horse
It's a
trailer
horse
happy
trailer.
hour.
Oh.
Is there a horse there in the trailer?
No, just the casual cowboy fashion kind of thing going on there.
Wow.
So, I love that. That's a good picture. Thank you. Love it. Pizza inbound.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm excited about that.
pretty good.
Yeah. So, like, first reactions. How you doing? How you doing with that?
Yeah,
pizza?
it's
Okay, I went and I played waiter now.
You did.
We've got Gemini and I have the pistachio.
Yep.
Andrew and Rich have the plain
The
margarita.
margarita,
I
yeah.
love that it's like,
Margarita.
I love the size. I love the crust. I love the char on it. I haven't even tasted it yet, but I love that I can fold it
Fold it
to make
New
it
York
easier.
style.
Like,
I have one huge leaf of basil on here, so I'm going to use my fingers and break it up so I have a little bite in every bite.
oh
of
fuck.
the
me.
Oh, look at you, Rich.
They're good?
Yeah, I'm not ashamed.
This is really, really good pistachio. Just a touch of honey. You can really, look, this is a beautiful dough.
This is one of the no sauce pizzas, and I'm in
Yeah.
love.
But this
That's-
dough is fucking beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Well-
What is interesting is they have it blister kind of further down than just the Cornish. What do they call it? Whatever the end is. It's not just that where the bubbles and the
Yeah.
blisters are. They blister a little further down, which to me always puts a little more fun into it.
Oh.
Nice char on the bottom, a touch of honey, great pistachio. I'm loving this.
Awesome.
fucking amazing.
This is like a deja vu. I was watching a documentary on New Haven pizza.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Seen that one? So it's like Sally's or Pepe's or Modern. It's pretty much what it boils down to. And everyone's talking about the nuance of each one, who's favorite, blah, 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 blah. And
this is what we do.
Deja
This
vu,
thing,
right? How
you
you
know,
doing, right?
This classic margarita with a little addition, and that would be the Havarti, and that puts a little salty back to it, along with the traditional tri flavor of the mozz and the sauce and the basil, and of course that sauce. I mean, Susan, the crust. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
I wish there was a happy hour here.
Yeah, I'm just happy
I wish
as
there was
it
a
is.
bar here.
Yeah. Exactly. That's really what I meant,
You
actually.
can't get no happy hour without
Right.
no bar.
Come on.
I could
You do.
use
I'm
a
not.
drink with pizza.
Oh, let me get my flask. We'll have a cocktail.
Okay, I'm just going to go off on a tangent here.
Yeah.
Because we haven't already.
I hate when I see people that carry flasks. And I
Yeah.
say this as somebody who was a serious drinker for a very long
Yeah.
time because if you are enough of a degenerate alcoholic that you need to carry booze on you at all time, which I've been,
Yeah.
the amount that's in a flask doesn't do dick for you.
That's a shot.
That is one shot and you're done. And then you're just back to the liquor store.
Exactly. It's like when you see in the movies, like they're fishing. Like you're out on a boat all day for 6 hours and you got a little flask. That's not doing
No.
anything.
No,
anymore.
no, you need a
Come on.
Okay, now that we're all eating, we're all having fun.
All right.
Andrew, any more happy hours before we get into the
Well,
news?
let me just the horse trailer hideout. We were talking about that one.
That's a barbecue spot, by the way,
It's
right?
not. No, it's no food. That's the thing. Just drinks.
What?
But that's okay. You can bring food from neighboring place. It's right next to.
They used to be a barbecue spot.
It used to be. Yeah.
okay.
That's what I'm saying. It's a new place. I think so.
I was
It's like,
over there
you go.
making pizza when you.
I know. Someone's not paying attention to my fucking happy hour report. Monday to Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. And again, Monday to Thursday, 10 p.m. to close. 50% off cocktails, $3 draft beers. It's one of these places where it's a local supporting local. So really good, flavors. Got the local beers and whatever it is. So, and again, you don't have food there. There's no happy hour menu for food, but you can bring in food from the neighbors.
Okay.
Go to district and just good pie up the street and
was gonna
stuff
say,
like
you got
that.
lots
You're
of
good, man.
options, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm a fan. Went there once, dropped in. I liked it. The vibe was good. Cocktails are good price. They're elevated cocktails, all that good stuff. So definitely going to go back and check it out.
Cool. Well, thank you for the happy hour report. Remember, happyhourvegas.com. They have over 500 happy hours listed.
Yeah.
They tell you the hours. They tell you the menus. They tell you the prices. They tell you absolutely everything. It's a great. I always say it is to booze what Neon Feast is to restaurants.
Correct.
And it's a fantastic resource here in Las Vegas.
Love
so
it.
definitely check out Andrew on happyhourvegas.com.
And just one last shameful plug here. You and I just launched an event calendar.
Oh, yeah, that's in
All
my
the
thing at
fucking
the end where we tell everybody all the things we have going
There you
on.
go. But it's got all the happy hour events too. So it's on Happy Hour Vegas. It's on Food and Loathing. So you're going to be able to get happy hour events. So these are like spectacular things. Prefix, buy your ticket up front, all you can drink, all you can eat type of thing. Great deal. Look at it.
Cool. Yes. And do you have any that you need to promote right now? No.
No, I mean
Maybe
I've got
St. Felix
I got
coming up.
St. Felix coming up, which I'm excited about. But like I said, go to happyhourvegas.com, go to foodandloathing.vegas, check out the event calendar, sign up for the newsletter. You'll be the first to know what comes coming up.
I may or may not have my teletype sound effect on my travel computer, so just in case.
Time for the news. And, this is kind of a news reboot or redux. Last week, we went on after recording and we put a whole bunch of stories that we kind of dropped in at the very end. One, because, we'd like to have everything right up to the minute for you. One was the James Beard nominations. This, I don't know if we're allowed to call them nominations. They're semifinalists, and it's a whole fucking thing. They don't worry about the vocabulary of writers. Yeah, they start their own language, so everybody fucks it up, and then they get mad. But that's okay, James Beard people. We still do love you because you're showing a little love for Las Vegas this year. So in the semifinalists, we have 6 chefs that are up for Best Chef Southwest. James Trees, Jamie Tran, Sarah Thompson of Casa Playa, Yuri from Partage, Brian Howard, Sparrow and Wolf. I mean, this is a guy that he should have any awards that are given out for restaurants in the city of Las Vegas. Brian should have gotten by now. He should be, the Michelin people better be fucking looking at Sparrow and Wolf.
Yeah, they're just coming back to town.
The Beard people are finally a second time they may name a semifinalist. Maybe they'll get off their asses and really do the right thing this time. Guys, I got to admit, one of the things that Beard is kind of known for is that, 4 or 5 years ago, they kind of got more on a social justice thing, and they want to make sure that they have people from, more women, more people of color, more that, blah, blah, blah. Some people complain about it in other markets. Some people love it. They think it's a great DEI thing. I happen to be very much in favor of it. If you don't like it and you're a chef, that's your problem, right? We can talk about that some other time. But I bring this up because we have Calabash African Kitchen, Chef Ule Cisse Fisher. I have never even heard of this fucking restaurant.
We have. We recorded at Unstripped on the street in downtown Las Vegas, where she was set up on just next to us. We had a long table, and we were sort of we were facing Esther's, where Esther's used to be, where Ada's is now. And she was set up next to us, and the food was phenomenal.
Well, I'm a total douche that I haven't been back in all this time, but the Beard people found her. So, and this is what I like. If there's a coordinated effort to go out and find some things that are a little out of the ordinary, then God bless them, man. I'm all about that.
Yeah.
So who are the Beard people?
Gemini knows some. She said, I mean, like, no, there's a lot of people in this town that
Yeah.
have been one at one point or another. Like,
Yeah.
I know when Jonathan Wright was up in Reno, he was definitely one. I don't know if he still does it.
We've had people as part of like media awards and various things like that. But beard people, so Michelin has their, you work for Michelin and you're super secret, and they are more about the food and the precision of service. James Beard is more about the people behind it. Where does the food come from? The food obviously has to be amazing, but they also want more of it, like Al was saying. They want to know you're a good human, that you're doing good things in your community, things like that. So it is anybody. It can be former chefs. It can be people in culinary adjacent stuff. It can be, people who are bartenders and whatever and own restaurants and whatever. They have careful things involved for conflicts of interest, but that way they get a broader spectrum of people across the industry, from critics and things like that to, like I said, actual chefs, restaurateurs, things like that.
Awesome.
I will say
And they
I've
change
never
it
been
up.
one. I've never been a beard person.
Yeah.
May have been a beard for some people, but I've never been a beard person.
Ba-dum.
So I just want to go out there and make sure that everybody knows that if you don't like what they do, never my fault. Also, look, Elizabeth Blau is nominated under Outstanding Restaurateur. Ellie Parker of Main Street Provisions, who just won Hell's Kitchen.
Can I just tell you, that girl and I'm not trying to use girl in a diminutive form at all, but she's 26 years old, just turned 26. She got it.
27, I believe.
Okay. I thought she was 20.
Oh, she's getting up there now.
I thought it was 25 on the show and she turned 26. But
maybe I'm
anyway,
wrong.
she just had a birthday. She gets engaged. She gets a James Beard semifinalist or emerging chef consideration.
Yeah.
And she won Hell's Kitchen, all in the space of like 10 days to 14 days.
Yeah, and like the thing is, she already knew she won Hell's Kitchen, so as huge as that is, she's been sitting on that secret.
That's true.
And
That's
then
true.
she lands this
But I mean, talk
beautiful
about an amazing
engagement
couple
ring.
of weeks.
Yeah. Good on
By
her.
the way,
though, man.
her
That's awesome.
her emerald engagement ring
It's
looking real
gorgeous.
nice, man.
Yeah.
Looking real nice. So she got nominated Best New Restaurant Tamba on the national front.
Yeah.
They're a semifinalist. Outstanding Pastry Chef or Baker. We have Kimberly McIntosh of Milkfish.
That's her second one.
We've interviewed her on
Yep.
this show before. We like Milkfish a lot. Ada's for Beverage Program. Nocturno for Best New Bar. Bank, our man Bank,
Yes.
Archawan, who's been around forever,
Yep.
always getting awards. He's got Outstanding Professional and Beverage Service. He's up for that at his most recent restaurant, Gipata. And, of course, the great Marina Mercer Borini
Yes.
at Wynn Las Vegas in the beverage categories. And if you don't know her work, well, then you need to drink more at fancy places like Wynn.
Wow.
Finalists are going to be announced on March 31st. Winners are going to be announced at June 15th in Chicago. Gemini, you tend to go to those.
I go. I've turned it into my birthday trip because it's always around my birthday. I've got great friends out there, and so we've just kind of, depending on what else is going on in the world, we try and take that time and go do some fun stuff. And there's been a couple of times I've missed out, but it's been really cool. And if I can get a ticket, I'll go. Last year I got one ticket, so I went and John did whatever for dinner.
Didn't go to any good
I was-
restaurants.
I was-
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's there.
I was in the nosebleeds, but I got to be there and watch it, and it was a lot of fun. So, and
Good
it
on
is
ya.
open to the public. The awards are open to anybody who can get a ticket. So, if anybody wants to come out this year and help me celebrate my birthday and go to the awards, let's do it.
Does do these nominees come out? Is this a harbinger of what Michelin may do? Because is this the Golden Globes to the Oscars of Michelin coming out?
I mean, that's a kind of a way to look at it because Golden Globes is an international board, and that tends to be more of a jury of your peers. Oscars, I think, tends to be a little more highfalutin. I'm not disparaging either one. I just think that the Golden Globes is more about the people that are involved, not just the work. And again, similar where Michelin is less involved as far as I can tell from reading their website, because they just announced that they're coming back to Vegas. They are super hyper focused on the dishes and the food and the presentation and all the tweezers and that's great, and that's global. The other thing is James Beard is domestic. It's all U.S.
I feel Michelin also worries a lot about service. And I
Absolutely.
don't know whether Beard is as excited about that because it tends to be
No, 'cause-
best chef category.
Absolutely. Well, the other thing too is ever since, like you mentioned, they've done a lot more as far as humanitarian outlooks and things like that. I know that they've given Michelin stars to street vendors, but it's not the same That,
Yeah.
James Beard, it can be a pop-up. It can be a street vendor. It can be a coffee bar. If you're doing it well and you're doing, the right thing by your community, that's what they're looking for. So.
I mean, I would say you hit the nail on the head there with that word community, right?
Yep.
Michelin, it's a tire company.
Yeah.
Their guide was supposed to be while you're traveling.
Yeah.
Where
They
should
wanted you on the
go?
road.
These were for places that are worth traveling to.
Yes.
And everybody that gets a Michelin star is worth, if you're out on
Yep.
a road trip and you're around them, you want to go, maybe you plan a trip just to a city to go to them. Beard seems to be like, you live in this motherfucking city, this is where you should
Yep.
be eating.
Yeah.
So,
Funny.
I don't know, that's how I see
The
it.
Michelin thing, it is funny because it's a tire company. And here I am with my documentaries again. Have you ever seen the one about Duncan Hines?
No.
Duncan Hines was a traveling salesman, and when he stopped at these restaurants, he wrote his little reviews about it. And then his friends wanted it, his friends, family, all like that. And it just became a thing where it was the Duncan Hines.
How did that turn
road
into a
report.
box cake?
And then he made cake and put it in a
Because,
box.
because there was a guy who said, hey, I'm making cake in a box and I'm competing with Betty Crocker's. I need a brand. I need a personality. I need someone who can talk about
Oh,
food
my
and
God.
perspective for food. So he put his name. He's like the original influencer.
Isn't
you know
that-
what
now,
I mean? Like,
now I have to go watch
But
this.
isn't
Yeah.
that kind of Ray Kroc's deal too?
Yeah.
Like I haven't watched
bit.
any of those, but
Like the founder,
he was
yeah.
a traveling salesman,
Yes.
and he was trying to sell, I don't know, milkshake mix or some
Yes.
shit, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Hey, you guys have some nice hamburgers. Maybe that'll help me sell my milkshake."
That's right.
I'm telling you, it's History Channel, and it's like, America built,
I'm in.
so it's like, here's American built food kind
Yeah.
of category, and it's got all these documentaries.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
I love it.
So back to a little bit of news.
Yeah.
We played you the audio at the start of last week's episode. If you downloaded it late in the day, because it was late breaking news, so
Yes.
you may have gotten a version without it, but we got it out there. If you got it without it, don't worry about it. We're going to play it for you again tonight. But the party at Main Street Provisions for Ellie Parker's viewing party was so much fun. I have to thank them for inviting me. I went there. We had dinner at Main Street Provisions first. I'm not going to talk much about it. It's dishes I've had in the past. I love their dumpling, their short rib dumpling, just things that I like from the place. But the party was great. Nicole Brisson came out to cheer her on. Her mentor, Chef Patrick Munster, came out to be there when she won. I know Kim probably knew she won, but most of us did not know. We were looking at this by saying, like, I do know chefs who have thrown parties when they didn't win, so I didn't think it was 100%, but the fact they were throwing a party, I was feeling good about it. Then I saw Ellie, she was all sorts of dressed up, and she was looking great, and I felt like she was there, that she might know she was going to have some pictures being taken that were going to end up in the newspaper. I didn't see any of the fucking show except the end when they announced it, because it was really goddamn loud in there.
It was loud.
But the truth of the matter is that doesn't bother me, because I hate all the drama of that show anyway, and I only show up at the end. Sue watches it for 50 minutes and says, "Al, we're going to see the results," and then I run upstairs. So for me, it was really great. It was the look on her face, her being with her friends, with her family. Really, really nice moment. Nice moment for Las Vegas. And just for the hell of it, I'm going to play this quick interview that I did with her probably about 15 minutes after they did the big reveal. So that's, again, we played it last week. Let's throw it in here.
I'm fucking elated. I'm sorry. I'm the happiest I've ever been in my entire life, Al.
You are having a hell of a week. I mean, come on. This would be the highlight of anybody else's lifetime, is winning on Hell's Kitchen. But you also got a James Beard semifinalist, and you got engaged this week. So what the hell kind of week is this for you?
I don't think I can have a better week in my entire life. It is the best time. It's the best feeling. The love, the support, everything. This is what I've worked, 12 years for, Al.
Well, now you're going to be leaving us. You're going to be going to Connecticut. So what's your farewell message to Las Vegas? How long can they come in here and still have your food at Main Street Provisions?
I'm going to be around for a few more months, luckily. But I would love to see everyone before my farewell to go work at Foxwoods in Connecticut. But you know what? it doesn't mean it's forever. I don't think Las Vegas has seen the last of me yet.
We have both Valentine's Day and the Super Bowl coming up, and yeah, I'm allowed to say Super Bowl, even if the restaurants aren't. So all of us who have been researching cool offerings on both of those fronts, right? Like we've been out there like, oh, what are we doing? We got to do articles, Gemini, what do I have to write for you? That kind of shit. And while I was getting the rundown on all the Valentine's Day offerings at the Huckle Hospitality restaurants, which are pretty fucking good, and we will have them on prior to Valentine's Day. I was speaking with executive chef Lupe Avila, and he told me about a really interesting Super Bowl event at La Madre Canyon Grill, which is really perfect for sports card collectors.
We have a really cool activation planned out for this big game. You know, the restaurant, we kind of really laid it out to be a family environment, but also set up TVs for people to really enjoy sporting events. We're going to be doing a partnership with our sister company, Tombstone Rip, which is our memorabilia company. We do card breaking, so it's a cool spot. A lot of our card breakers will be actually in the restaurant, emceeing through the whole game. We're going to be doing some cool giveaways. One of the special giveaways that we're going to be doing, announcing it at halftime, is 2 tickets to the Luke Combs concert at Allegiant Stadium in the Aristocrats seats. So those are probably valued at around $10,000 between both seats. So it's a killer giveaway deal. And then on top of that, we're going to be having some other giveaways sponsored by some of our distributors of spirits. The offerings that day we're going to be having is $55 per person, all-you-can-eat buffet for the duration of the game, with a $35 all-you-can-drink package that has unlimited margaritas as well as tap beers. So from a value standpoint, it's a killer value for sure.
And then maybe you get lucky, you win something, or maybe you open a card and like your life changes, right?
100%. The guys from Tombstone Ribs are actually going to be doing some live ribs during the time, as well as be giving away some wax cards, and then they will also be selling cards as well. So.
Cool, man. Well, thanks for your time. Sounds like a great way to watch the game. If I actually manage to drag myself out of bed, maybe I'll come over here.
Yeah, for sure, man. Let us know. To secure yourself a table, you can visit us on the Open Table platform. It is an experience that you can pre-purchase to make sure that you have a seat. As the reservations are filling up quickly, we definitely recommend that you go on there and make your reservation.
So yeah, man, go over there, watch the game, do a break, try to get lucky. I don't know. I don't like to gamble where the prize is a sports card. I like to gamble where the prize is cash, and then if I want a sports card, I could buy a sports card. But if that was my thing, man, it sounds like a great event.
Listen, rumor has it too that they got 2 tickets to a show at Allegiant Stadium too. So. Country music show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that might be worth the $55 ticket price or whatever.
There you go. So definitely check that out. We love those guys. I love Lupe. I've known him since he worked with Chef Hubert Keller, and he's fantastic.
Yeah.
Jonathan Wright at the RJ is reporting on 2 new China Mama locations, one express on Rampart and Lake Mead.
Yay, my strip mall.
In the old Sicilian Guys Pizzeria.
Yeah.
Okay. And another on St. Rose Parkway in Henderson. Honestly, I'm going to throw you to the Review Journal to read Jonathan because he has all the details, and I don't want to get him wrong if he has them all right.
And then you mentioned you got bagels delivered today?
Yeah, I got bagels delivered today because from Siegel's, and I thought it was to yell at me for missing their bagel eating championship.
No, it's coming up.
Oh, you've covered that. We've both covered the bagel eating championship. So tell me about it.
Yeah,
What's
so
happening?
it's coming up. It's this Saturday, January 31st.
Okay.
It's at the Bagel Mania on Convention Center Drive again. And they've got a lot of the same guys coming in that people know, including our own Derek Hendrickson from here in Las Vegas. He's ranked number 7. We've got Patrick Bertoletti from Chicago, Illinois. I've actually met him a few times and talked to him both at the bagel event. But before that, you mentioned, Rich, that you'd been to Norm's. I saw him at the hot cake eating contest at Norm's when they did their grand opening a year and a half, 2 years ago. So yeah, there should be fun. And Joey Chestnut, of course, who eats everything, is coming back as well. Still number 1 ranked.
Professional eating is something you just have to go to because it's everything that's wrong with this country in a very entertaining manner.
Well, you say this country, but wasn't the global hot dog eating champion a little Japanese girl?
Kobayashi.
Yeah.
Kobayashi, the guy, used to be a little Japanese.
But there was a
dude.
little
might be-
girl too.
There was a little girl. She
Yeah.
just,
There's a lot out there.
ate some tube steak, man.
Well, I mean, I'm told that if you're really fat, your stomach, the actual physical stomach itself can't expand because you have too much fat around it
Right.
holding
Yeah.
it in.
Yeah,
But-
if you look at a lot of professional eaters, and they have them, a lot of them have like YouTube channels and things like that. They are usually very fit or teeny tiny people, and the only thing that gets me is somebody asked me once, "Oh, you're a professional eater." I said, "No, I don't. No. That's a whole different animal.
It's a whole different beast.
I
man.
eat for a profession, but I'm not a professional eater because, I just wonder.
Like to enjoy your
It's
food.
not about, exactly.
Yeah.
The difference is I'm tasting things, and I'm, no shade. Do your thing, man. If you're making money doing that, that's great. But do you ever enjoy eating after that?
Yeah.
Professional
I really-
eating, sponsored by GLP-1. Get your semaglutide here.
That would be fun, man. An Ozempic
That's
eating
hilarious.
championship. Like you got to make sure everybody's on Ozempic, and then put like a bunch of hot dogs in front.
God, they eat like half a hot dog.
The winner, 2.
And throw up. Yeah.
I got to say, if you've never watched grown adults dipping food into water
Oh
so
my
they could easily
God.
shove it down their gullets,
Oh my
it is a
God.
sight to behold. I love watching it. I really do. Go down to Seagulls, check it out tomorrow as this episode drops. And Gemini, you were there last year. You spoke
was.
to Joey Chestnut,
I
right?
did. I talked to Joey. I talked to Bertoletti, and I talked to a few people. So I'll find that episode. And we'll put a link up.
Yeah, no, actually,
But
Rich,
it was
though,
fun.
throw that in right now. We're going to throw in Gemini's interview with Joey Chestnut after he won last year. Drop that in right here.
You know, for like years and years, my first contest of the year is usually a bad one. So it's nice to start off the year with a win. And the Seagull bagels, these are real bagels. They're boiled and baked. They're delicious.
Okay, so what else do we have to tell you about? Look, Andrew and I think, are going to be on the CW next week, the ARC show. We're going to be talking about football and Super Bowl dining.
Yeah.
We have this brand new event calendar that we're soft launching over at foodandloathing.vegas. And what I like about this is, look, let's say you're from out of town, you're coming to Vegas in April, and you look at our calendar, you see there are some dates lit up around April. You click it, and it'll show you all the one-offs, the pop-offs, the special events. Who's going to be at Durango Social Club that week while you're there? Who's going to be, doing a special cooking competition or a class at Wynn Las Vegas, or a class or a special truffle thing at Robichon. The big events, the things that don't happen every night that you want to plan for your trip, that's what we're putting on our calendar. I think it's really easy to navigate. Andrew created it for us, and it's looking good so far. It's just going to keep getting better.
I'll tell you, as we enter all of these events, it's really fucking cool because, Vegas is known for, obviously, entertainment. And you can buy a ticket to any show on the Strip at any time. That's great. You can now buy a ticket to a foodie show.
Yeah.
You're talking about a mixology class to bread making to pasta making to freaking happy hours. Like,
I love
there's
that.
everything here.
And they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Wynn Las Vegas, we have a bunch of their events from their Connoisseur series where you can spend $500 a piece or more at some of those. We have some great things from the MGM family, like Robichon dinners and things like that are really amazing. Those guest bartending events that happen. But the guest bartending events are free, right? You just have to get a reservation. So, if you miss Dale DeGroff when he was at the ball, and you're like, how did I miss that? If you want to get onto the next ones, they're going to be on our
calendar.
on this event calendar. So if you're coming to Vegas, you can really book a unique event for every night of your stay.
Yep.
Some of them are $20, some of them are free, some of them are $500. But when you go home, you're going to tell your friends about some shit that they didn't do and they're not going to be able to do because they only happen once or twice.
And they're great deals. They're curated, so they're kind of like the best of. Here's what the chef's recommending. Here's something that's off menu, and it's usually a better price. So I like
and a lot of those are things, by the way, that you see on Bob Barnes' weekly column over at foodandloathing.vegas.
Yep.
Remember, you always want to check out Bob Barnes. Also at foodandloathing.vegas, we've been really excerpting a lot of these interviews that we're doing here on this show and making short articles out of them. So you'll see those popping up a lot more if you didn't really pay much attention because you got distracted by my rambling and you want to see like a more concentrated, go over there, foodandloathing.vegas. We, of course, we're the podcast. That's Food and Loathing. Neon Feast and Happy Hour Vegas are where you get your recommendations. Yeah. You want a restaurant recommendation that comes to you from chefs who know what the fuck they're talking about, you go to Neon Feast. You want a happy hour details and recommendations, not reservations. You want a happy hour recommendation, Andrew's got you covered across the board over there. So those are the things that we have. Gemini, what else do I need to promote?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I think you're pretty much hitting everything. the events is the biggest new thing I wanted people to know about. And like you said, we're pulling out interviews from the podcast. We're doing short form. We're doing long form. We're just trying to make sure that the information that we're putting out there is clear and complete, no matter how you want to get it, that we are hitting all those different media for people, because people digest things in different ways.
Yeah.
So we've got the podcast, we've got the website, the calendar is new,
Calendar.
and I love that. And keep listening. We're always going to be adding stuff.
So I have one to plug.
Yeah.
If you are a sponsor and you're interested in reaching
Yes.
this audience, get in touch with us. Because
Absolutely.
even
There you
though
go.
I will work for pizza,
Absolutely.
I work better for money.
Right.
Yeah, Andrew's working on all the commercial angles
Yeah.
that we could do here.
Yeah.
So look, thanks for joining us. Thanks to everybody for having us. To Vince, everybody here at How You Doing?
I'll be heading back to Seattle looking for lobster recipes because I'm looking forward to my cousin on Cape Cod sending me the 2 lobsters that he's going to have to send me when the Seahawks beat the Patriots.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
Yes.
see. That's how it was working.
I told him I'd send him a couple of Dungeness crabs, but I'll keep those for myself and have a nice crab and lobster melange.
Ooh,
I'm coming to
thing.
Seattle.
There you go.
nice,
Yeah,
nice.
you had me at melange.
Yes.
Other people, thank you guys all for being here. I love that we could all get back together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks
Love
to
it.
Vince and everybody at How You Doing. Thanks to Chef Lupe for telling me about what they're doing for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Of course, congratulations to Ellie. Congratulations to all the nominees.
Yeah.
That's about all that I'm going to say. We are all here. Gemini Stevens, Rich Johnson, Andrew Morgan, Al Mancini. We love you. Thanks for listening. Stay hungry.